Welcome to the Bleed Big Blue podcast, dedicated coverage of the New York Football Giants by your hosts, Marco, Trifecta, T. Merritt, and JBW.
All right, you want to try that one more time? Here we go.
Welcome to the Bleed Big Blue podcast, dedicated coverage of the New York Football Giants by your hosts, Marco, Trifecta, T. Merritt, and JBW.
What's going on, everyone? It is May 2nd. My name is Marco. You are listening to the Bleed Big Blue podcast. So nice we did the intro twice. I have the lines are open, and Tim is on the line. Tim.
Yeah, I'm here as usual.
You are.
I try to be consistent.
Yes, consistent is key.
Yeah, I might be like right on time or late, but I'm here.
Let me know if everyone can hear me in the comment section in the chat room, just to make sure everything is running smoothly. I think it is. I see the audio bumper going up and down, so sure the levels seem okay.
Nice.
All right, I think this is J-Zac on the line. Hold on.
Oh.
201. You.
It is me. What's up?
Look, I'm
By the
remembering
way,
your number.
Consistent is key. By the way, the phrase is consistency is key. There you go.
Think I don't know?
You got it.
You think I don't know?
No, you know. I just sometimes you need to be remembered.
Are you going to go in the jail box, penalty box right away?
No, of course not. Not now.
First of all, doesn't the intern supposed to show up before everybody else?
Hey,
it's
I
supposed
was
to be
here,
up
man.
and running, smooth.
You guys just weren't answering. I was here.
Oh God, how many shows have you missed?
I'm like about 2.
That first of all, that's an absolute lie.
It's a pretty accurate number. I'm in the ballpark.
1 or 2 max. All right.
Yeah.
1 or 2 max. Yeah.
I think we got one,
maybe like half a show.
One of the Lancaster boys are calling in. Hold on.
Sweet.
All right.
Is this Justin?
Let's say caller.
Yo.
Oh.
All right.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing, man?
How is everyone feeling tonight?
Good,
I'm
good. It's a good day to be a Giant.
So, do you want to get right to the news of Eric Flowers?
Sure, why not?
Let's get to it.
Talk about something other than Saquon.
Hit breaking news like it just happened.
Yeah, let's talk about something besides Saquon. Even I'm sick of talking about Saquon Barkley.
Hold on. So, we're going to pretend like this just happened right now, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Breaking news.
Guys, this is going to come as a major shock to you guys. I just saw something come up on my Twitter feed. The Giants aren't going to give the 5th-year option to Eric Flowers. I know you guys are upset. Yeah, I know.
What?
No way. This just blows my mind.
What the hell are we going to do?
I don't know, man. It's over.
I think it's a bad move.
The funny thing is, I actually heard today that 2 different things. Like he hired Drew Rosenhaus as his agent. Now, I've heard it so he gets better lines of communication going with the Giants. But I've also heard it's so he could find do better going and get another team. Well, I guess his family was running was doing his management prior to this.
Yeah, his father was his manager or his agent prior. So that's probably why we didn't get any teams to bite during the trade, because they wanted to trade him with a new contract in hand. This way, he won't bounce out on the team.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Well, the way I look at it is, even if we lose him, which we're going to lose him, we'll get compensatory picks for him anyway. Whether it's in a year, I'm not worried about it. But it almost sounds like he's actually like, oh, shit, I actually have to play well this coming season.
Yeah.
So I'm all for him. I know he's got a talent. I know a couple of us on the show have pumped up Eric Flowers for quite a while and, try to back him up. And
yeah,
I'm one of them. And I'm curious to see what he could do with the right tackle position. Not only at the right tackle position, but we're going to be in a run-heavy offense come this next year. And that's what he's built for. He's a monster. So why don't you run behind these big-ass guys?
I mean, yeah, we say that, though, but he's going to have to pass block sometimes. Like, we might be a run-first team, but when we do have to pass block, we're going to have to worry about him still. But I guess you could just leave, Rhett Ellison or, you could leave Barkley on his side during a pass blocking situation.
Well, you don't even have to do it that bad because, he gave up sacks. But let's put it this way. It's easier to pass protect when people don't know you're going to pass. When your playbook is completely predictable, guess what? I know all I got to do is try to get off the ball before you do.
Tim, Marco, did you guys see the tweet that I tagged you in earlier this evening?
Strike three?
I did not.
It was a tweet by someone associated with the Chiefs, and they were playing up one of the Chiefs' offensive linemen, and it was against the Giants. And if you look at Eric Flowers on that play, he missed 3 blocks.
Oh,
you
know what? That's the funny thing is Jeff Schwartz likes to push that video where Eric Flowers just whips on 3 people.
Right, he was basically in the secondary missing.
He whipped on the defensive end. He was like, oh, let me try quick to get up to the linebacker. That didn't happen. And then he flailed toward the middle of the field at a safety. And then there was a 15-second period, it felt like, but it really was 2.5, where he was just like, all right, I missed all 3 of my blocks. I'm done. And just walked up the field.
Well, you know what? I got to say, probably all offensive linemen have plays like this. We pick on Eric Flowers. Honestly, there's going to be mistakes. You're going to have a bad play. As many blocks as you do in a career, you're going to do some stupid crap. So you know what, Eric Flowers, I got your back.
All right, let's get to the phone lines. They're already jumping. Ready? 347. I'm not pre-screening them. Look, this is going to be dangerous territory here.
Here we go.
347. Are you
what
there?
Up, guys? Yo, what
what's
up, guys?
up,
It's Isaiah. Oh, you
What's
guys
up, man?
know my voice great.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to ask you guys, so far since it's been a week since the draft, what's your favorite pick out of all the picks that we had in the draft?
Somebody else go first.
All right, Justin, go first.
My favorite pick of the draft, honestly, is Willie Hernandez, because I think it makes the Saquon Barkley pick all that much better. I think the Saquon Barkley pick in a vacuum was a great pick by itself. I could say that because James isn't on the line to eviscerate me. But I think
yes.
I think the pick is better because you drafted a hog molly to run directly, for him to run directly behind. And so, those two are going to be a match made in heaven for as long as Saquon Barkley is productive for the New York Football Giants.
Can I say what's my favorite pick out of all the picks?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Well, my favorite pick out of all the picks is Lorenzo Carter because of his athleticism. Man ran a 4.4, literally a 4.4, second fastest linebacker in the combine. He's just fucking beast. He's just beast. I think he was the best. Literally the second best linebacker in Georgia on the Georgia defense this year, behind Roquan Smith. And he reminds me a lot of Leonard Floyd too. The height, the athleticism, everything.
That's exactly who he reminds me of is Leonard Floyd. And that's who, honestly, Giants wanted bad, 2 years ago? Yeah. I think it fits. He definitely fits a need. Because he can put his hand in the dirt if he needs to, but he can play the 3-4, which is what is needed. I think Lorenzo Carter's a great pick. I got to say with Justin, I love the Willie Hernandez pick. I was pumping him up the whole time. I was literally thinking we'd get him if we took the Bills trade. He had 22, and that's what I wanted was Hernandez. And honestly, I think we're another probably draft pick offensive lineman away from actually solidifying this offensive line for quite a while. At least having a solid foundation.
I was kind of upset that we didn't pick Maurice Hurst, since we took 2 defensive tackles. I was surprised that we didn't take Maurice Hurst.
I understand, though. I mean, the dude's had a heart problem. Let's just be straight about it. It'd be a bad look if the guy just drops on the field. And no, I don't think anybody wants that.
Yeah.
Right. J-Zach, what are you feeling? What's your pick?
Okay, so I'm going to give 2 answers, okay? Well,
of course you will.
It's kind of complicated. Of course I will.
There's only 5 people in the draft.
Well, this is, okay,
I'm going to name 6.
Kind of complicated because I don't want to just say Saquon, right? Because Saquon's my favorite player in the draft, so I can't say Saquon. So what I'm going to say is because they always consider Saquon.
None of us.
No, I'm not going to say Saquon because
Saquon.
Okay, Saquon was my favorite pick, but in my opinion, the pick that wowed me and I was hyped for after Saquon was definitely I think Isaiah already said it, the Lorenzo Carter pick. Because I didn't even know Lorenzo Carter was still on the board. Because I originally wanted to figure out Justin Reed. I wanted Justin Reed. And I was like, come on, Justin Reed. And whenever Chris Canty was like, Lorenzo Carter. Wait, is that Justin Tuck or Chris Canty? It doesn't matter.
Canty.
It was sad. Okay, so when Chris Canty said Lorenzo Carter, okay, whatever. Whenever he said Lorenzo Carter, I was like, whoa. Because at first I was like, what? No, Justin Reed? But then I was like, oh, my God, did he say Lorenzo Carter? I thought he was gone in the second round. I didn't even think about him because I knew he was gone. I knew it. So when I heard Lorenzo Carter, I freaked out because I loved Lorenzo Carter. Like Isaiah said, second best linebacker at Georgia. But in my opinion, for what we need from him, I think he's better than Roquan. I'm not saying he's a better player, but for what we need from him, he's better because Roquan.
He plays multiple positions.
Exactly. Roquan's a great linebacker, right? Roquan can do everything but stuff the run. I mean, watch a tight end. Go watch Roquan Smith get blocked. The guy falls over. I mean, he gets blocked worse than Eric Flowers can block. It's ridiculous. The guy falls over at the slightest touch from off the lineman. I'm serious. No, I love Roquan. I love Roquan, but the guy can't run stuff.
If you're listening, please call in.
Call in. I love Roquan. I do. I love him, bro. But you got to work on that block shedding. I love him, but he's got to work on the block shedding. Lorenzo can do that. And you said Lorenzo ran a 4.4. He actually ran a 4.46, but it doesn't matter. He's still 4.4 speed. Lorenzo.
Okay. We're getting down there. Let's not be a dick, Todd.
I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just saying. I agree with him. Lorenzo is a great pick.
So nobody likes none of the unrestricted free agents that we signed?
No one likes the Barkley pick? No one liked that one?
Barkley's my favorite player.
No one like Lulada?
I love it.
You know what it is, Marco?
I love the Lulada pick. I like it.
You don't take a running back at number 2.
Fight it. We're not having this again.
Oh, my God.
Captain Negative.
He's gonna turn over in his sleep and just come on here and he can hear it. He can just hear us talking about Saquon somewhere. Wherever he is, he can hear it. He's flaming wherever he is.
The Giants got Barkley, Nelson, and Sam Darnold. James, what do you think? They couldn't have done that. I can't believe it. This is horrible, horrible move.
Horrible. What about all the holes we have on this team?
We're going to fill the castle.
Awful. He's on the bench.
You know the funny thing is, guys, I may even talk about James. Marco made me think of it. Why is it surprising to you guys that all these people had Baker Mayfield as the top quarterback?
It doesn't surprise me. I told you
guys. Yep, I said it too. Tim, did I say before the draft? I told you my favorite quarterback is Baker Mayfield.
I've been saying that, and freaking every time I say it, James is like, "Oh, it's Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's on that." Like,
well, I'm going to tell you right now, Baker Mayfield is absolutely a Cleveland kind of pick, and the guy's going to suck in Cleveland. I'm going to call it right now.
So. I think they're going to be a playoff team.
I'm calling it right now. You know what? Mark the damn date. He's going to suck in Cleveland.
May 2nd, 2018.
I think Baker's too talented to stuck in Cleveland.
H. Lee Jr. on Facebook. Thank you for the comment. He says the show makes his week. I'll give you
They should have got Bradley Chubb with that 4th pick. I don't know why they took Denzel Ward.
Oh, God.
They should have got Bradley Chubb with that 4th pick.
I think Bradley Chubb's overrated, man. I think Bradley Chubb's a great player, but I don't think he's as good as a pass rusher as some people like to say he is. Honestly.
Compared to who? But let's put it this way. He was easily the top pass rusher in this draft.
Oh, no, I'm not doubting that. I'm not doubting that. But just because somebody's the best one in this draft doesn't mean that they're still worth it. Like, I'm pretty sure if I come and tell you, dude, this guy's the best kicker in the draft, we got to get him in the 3rd round, aren't you going to look at me like, yeah, he might be the best kicker in the draft, but he's still not that good to draft up this high? I think Bradley Chubb was the best edge rusher in the draft, but I don't think he was good enough to warrant the number 2 overall pick.
And
all right,
guys,
hold on.
Isaiah, I got a question. I got a question for you guys.
Go ahead.
Now,
question and then we'll go into a call. Go. Isaiah, I got you on hold.
Try not to be biased. There's been some top running backs taken in the past few years in the top 5. Zeke, Fournette, Barkley. Who would you take one? If you had a choice between the 3, which one would you take?
Barkley, easily.
Barkley.
Listen, there's a reason Barkley's the highest rated running back to come out into the draft in the last decade.
I first of all, you know how many times I've seen this is the next Adrian Peterson going into the draft?
I'm not saying
I've seen it literally for the past 5 years.
No, you're right, but I'm not saying that though. I'm not saying he's the next anybody. I don't care about that shit. I'm just saying that Barkley, out of all of those running backs you just mentioned, has the biggest toolbox out of all of them. He can do everything. Like
toolbox?
Running between the tackle, but in pure talent, Barkley has.
Did you just call
at least one of them are all missing.
No, he said he likes his toolbox.
That's exactly what I said. Don't turn my words down on you. You guys are sickening.
This is what I would say.
That's what she said.
So, right, exactly. This is what I would say about it. I think that for the Giants' purposes, I think Saquon Barkley is the best pick. I think that when you factor in his general playmaking ability across all facets, including pass catching, he by himself is going to extend Eli Manning's career. Additionally, when you factor in his stellar off-the-field persona and record in comparison to, say, a Zeke, this is a guy that the Giants felt comfortable taking it to and making the superstar of their team for the foreseeable future, just in case Odell flames out or goes psycho, right? So, they not only took him for his playmaking ability, but also because he's extremely marketable and they can make him a superhero in New York.
Oh, I agree with that. It's a business. Because the fact is, Saquon had the leading, jersey seller for rookies. And the Giants can say all they want. The Giants can say all they want. That is definitely a factor if you had a bunch of Giants jerseys selling nationwide. especially in markets that aren't New York. Now, Marco, I'm curious what your choice would be out of the three.
Between Saquon, Fournette,
And Zeke.
I would rank them Saquon. He's more of a clean player. I mean, he's not, ripping off a girl's shirt during Mardi Gras, getting cameraed. Multiple allegations from women that we know of.
Well, no, leave that out. Go pure talent.
We know Zeke's losing in the off-field. Off-field stuff.
He's not winning in the off-field.
Go pure on-field performance talent. Just pure talent. In fact, honestly, to be fair, we probably shouldn't even count Ezekiel Elliott's and Leonard Fournette's NFL career because you kind of can't really do that since Barkley hasn't had any. You kind of have to just go off of their college performances.
And they're all different, though. I would go Barkley. I think he's more of a dynamic player. I don't know if he's in every like a 25 carry guy, but he might be. We don't know.
To be honest, I don't know why people are always so confused about that. Like, a lot of people either say he's not, or some people are like, I don't know if he is. But to my opinion, like, everybody should be sure that he is because, yes, like at Penn State, he didn't carry the ball like 25 times, but he touched the ball like 30 times a game. I don't get why people are like, why some people are like, well, I don't really know if he can carry it 25 times. Like if you watch his tape, it didn't matter how many times he touched the ball a game. In the fourth quarter, he was running the same exact way he was in the first quarter. That's actually a really rare trait. Like Ezekiel Elliott has that. If you watch Ezekiel Elliott's tapes at Dallas, in the fourth quarter, the guy's running on fresh legs. Granted, he's young, but still, like the stamina is just, it's there. His gas tank is never empty. That's kind of how Saquon is.
You're talking about
Ezekiel Elliott has that.
Oh, God.
Zeke Truth on YouTube just went Zeke for prison 2018.
No, because we're talking about how many oh, come on, you guys.
Okay.
You got to attack me like that.
All right, let me go to the phones. Hold on. We got Lewis from Syracuse on. He wants to know. Let's ask him what he wants to know. Lewis, you on?
What's up, Lewis?
Hey, what's going on, guys? I just want to get you guys' opinion on whether or not you guys think the Giants will be competitive. And the reason I ask because, Gettleman's made a lot of crazy moves all season. For example, like the JPP trade. That told me that they weren't going to be competitive, but then drafting a running back at 2 kind of told me, all right, they really want to go. It's either, Super Bowl or bust for them. That's kind of like the mentality that I thought Gettleman probably thought of. Which
I got a question for you,
Yeah.
Lewis. Okay, so what did we lose with JPP?
We didn't lose anything. I love the JPP trade. I didn't want him there. I love it. We didn't lose anything. I just think that I thought from Gettleman's standpoint, I thought that if they wanted to compete, they would keep him. But, I don't know. I mean, and thinking about it, I really do think that not drafting a quarterback at 2 kind of bite us in the ass because quarterbacks are a lot harder to find than running backs.
Yeah, I totally agree. As far as Gettleman, and I'm glad James isn't on because he fights me on this all the time. You can rebuild and retool at the same time. Yeah. We have the squad. We have talent. It's literally we needed to fix the offensive line. And obviously last year we got demolished by injuries. By losing 3 wide receivers in the same damn game. There's no team that can deal with that. Obviously we need to be healthy. And the one thing we don't have compared to some of these teams, we don't have the depth that some of these other teams do. So we can't take a lot of injuries to the same position. But we can definitely compete. I think it's going across the board, at least from people thinking. Because the fact is, if we can score, we can win. Let's put it this way. Philly won the Super Bowl. You saw the way we played against Philly when we didn't even have Odell. We should have won that game if it wasn't for our punter. And that's when they had Carson Wentz. And that's
What
when
do you
they
think,
hit
Justin? We're in win now?
What I'll say is that if we don't have a competitive year, right? I think that's what the caller asked, or the verbiage that they use. If we're not competitive, Eli Manning's days are numbered.
100%.
Because they've equipped him with weapons now. And they've equipped him with a running back that will be a run-first option. And then they also equipped him with, a running back that will be able to make plays out of the backfield. So if you factor all of that in, if we're not competitive and it's because of the quarterback, one of those boys is going to be given a shot in 2019, 2020.
100%. 100%.
So I think we expect to be competitive. That's the way that we positioned ourselves.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And you guys got to realize, too.
By that as win, but pretty damn close.
What you guys got to realize, too, is, and I don't mean to cut you off, Marco, was if we are winning next year, Vernon's cut, Eli's cut, and that JPP money goes on the cap next year as well. That's about $60 million right there. We're under the cap. So we're going to be ready to go come next year.
Also, don't forget the cap goes up like $10 million every year.
Oh, and that's obviously that as well.
Yeah, but quarterbacks are only found in the draft.
Underestimating how much money we're going to have in the future.
Hey guys, you guys know we drafted Kyle Lauletta, right?
Yep. Oh, that's right. How did I forget?
I love that pick, man.
Wait, two seconds ago you were a Davis Webb guy. You have a tattoo,
I am
jersey.
A Davis Webb guy. I am a Davis Webb guy. I never said I wasn't. I just said I'd like to pick. I like to pick because it's competition. I like to pick because it's competition. I'm still a Davis Webb guy. I like to pick because it's competition for my guy to beat, right? This is going to make it better. And I'm not stupid, right? Just because I want Davis Webb to be our future quarterback doesn't mean I 100% think and know he's going to be, right? So I like the fact that just in case he's not going to be, we have another guy who I think is also really talented, who I thought was going to go in the upper second round. I don't even know how he fell to us. So I'm excited about it. I love that pick. Not because I don't believe in Davis Webb, but because I'm not stupid and I'm not going to just say he's going to succeed. So if he doesn't, we have another guy to fall on.
Do you think Davis Webb has a good toolbox too?
I think it's a great toolbox. I think it's a great toolbox.
I'll just slip it in.
I'll play along in your game.
I'll just slip it in.
But just to be firm, just to be firm. I still think Davis Webb.
That's what she said.
That was for you guys.
That's what she said.
First of all,
I did that with a purpose. Just letting you know.
All right, hold on. I'm bringing Ryan on.
Yeah,
what's going on, Ryan? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind?
All right, so who do you guys think is going to win, like, that competition between Lauletta and Webb?
Davis Webb. Gotta say it,
honestly, as far as I'm not Davis Webb. I'm all for Davis Webb winning it because everything I hear is everything I want to hear. The kid just is a nonstop worker.
Yep.
And he's got talent, and other players have stuck up for him. I've seen in multiple articles like Landon Collins saying that we definitely have our quarterback future already on the team. I've seen Sterling Shepard say it. I've seen other guys. Other guys are seeing him working and doing what he's got to do. I'm excited for the preseason to see him actually get a lot of snaps in the preseason to see if he is going to take advantage of it. But the nice part is if he is, worst case scenario, he is shitty, then we have Kyle Lauletta, who has definitely some potential right behind him.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, shout out to my guys in the YouTube chat. Sticking around there.
Which guy's that?
Yeah, everybody shout out to Ryan today for taking an L in Madden. Shout out to Ryan today for giving us fresh content for Madden gameplay.
Yeah, when is that going to happen?
It's already done. We filmed it today. I spanked him.
You have the video?
Shout out to Ryan for being a puncher bag.
The interns keep playing Madden. It's like on a daily basis now.
Is it weird?
Spoiler alert, I win all the time.
That while we're talking about playing Madden, tonight I bought Super Tecmo Bowl 3 for Super Nintendo, and I'm playing
That's
it at
awesome.
New York Giants. Chris Callaway has scored 3 touchdowns against the Dallas Cowboys.
There you
Don't
go.
be the guy who uses the Raiders. Don't be the guy who uses the Raiders and Bo Jackson.
All right, so you guys both think that Davis Webb is going to eventually win this out.
Yeah.
Well, also, another reason I think so, though, is to be fair, he kind of has an edge over Kyle Lauletta. Not because, well, to be fair, they kind of both have an edge over each other because Davis has been here for a year already, but Kyle was drafted by our new coach and GM. So.
Yeah, but the thing is, the Webb, Shermer's seen Webb at Giants facility all off season. So you know what? If the ass kissing had to start, Davis Webb started months ago. As far as the ass kissing, and you know what? He knows the playbook. He knows the playbook. Davis Webb is that.
Like, Coach Shermer, I like
Davis Webb's always that dude that gets to work early. And does whatever the boss does. He's a yes man. I'll do whatever you want to do, sir. He's plotting against Eli, even though Eli.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
That's what's going on, huh? Whatever happened to Navarro Bowman from Tom? That was a rumor. He never visited.
Yeah, Ryan told me
some of these comments. Good O-line makes any running back look good. Should have grabbed the QB.
Okay, but we don't have a good offensive line.
Right.
Well, our offensive line is not really that bad right now, and we're probably a year away from being really good.
Here's my thing, though. That guy's comment you can only say before you draft Barkley. So we have to imagine we don't have Will Hernandez yet. So that guy is saying we should have drafted the QB because a good offensive line that he's, I guess, proposing that we had in Solder, Amaya, Jones, Jerry, and Flowers. He's presuming that's a good offensive line, so we should have grabbed the running back later. I mean,
now, here's the
Hernandez.
I can get the argument with you like James would, and I'm James' side as far as you take the quarterback hit too. But whatever, we took Saquon Barkley. The only thing that's a big eye opener to me is I don't think a lot of these quarterbacks sold a lot of people. Like Josh Rosen dropped a lot farther than I ever thought he would.
Yeah, I thought Rosen was going to go top 5.
I was waiting for Sam Darnold to go 1 and Rosen go 2. I mean that's like going into the draft when the college football season ended. I was like, okay, those two were by far leaps and bounds better than the other guys.
I thought it was going to go 1, 2, 3 in the draft.
Here's the thing, and this is important to note. From what we know, and from what we can piece together, Baker Mayfield was the top quarterback on 3 teams' boards. Obviously, the Browns.
I heard it was a little more than that, actually.
Yeah, it
I heard it
was
was
more
like 5.
than that. It was.
I heard it was
Denver.
Browns,
I know it was the Patriots.
Denver, Bills, and Cardinals all had him at 5. All had him at 1.
Patriots were another one.
He was the Jets guy too, up until they interviewed Darnold in the 11th hour because they got wind that the Browns might take Mayfield. But what I'm saying is, I mean, the other teams that had Mayfield number one, it's not like they're slouches in the personnel department. I mean, the GM for the Denver Broncos is John Elway. He might be the best quarterback to ever play.
True, but he's not that great a drafter. Let's be honest.
But he
also traded up to get Brock Osweiler.
But I would say, in terms of being able to evaluate a top-tier quarterback, they fell in love with Osweiler's size and arm strength. But when you have four quarterbacks, I mean, I think that John Elway would probably have a reason for having his guy number one. But even if you take John Elway out of it, the other guy that has Mayfield number one supposedly is Bill Belichick. Now, James isn't here to defend himself, but we all know that if there was one guy that James, has a secret love affair with, it's Bill Belichick. And Bill Belichick wanted Baker Mayfield. So those are those are two teams that wanted to trade up with us just to get him. They did not want Sam Darnold. And James is dying on the cross for Sam Darnold when multiple teams aren't even concerned about it. What are we talking about?
Negative.
You know what would have been funny is, just going off that point, was what would have happened if Baker Mayfield was there and supposedly there was a deal already in the works with the Patriots. I'm really curious what that deal looked like from them to get up all the way to 2 to get Baker Mayfield.
Supposedly the 2 1s, 2 2s, and another one on another year.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Well, then, first of all, I would call the Bills a bit like, you give me the same thing and I get higher picks.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, seriously.
I don't know. I mean, the Giants, I don't know if that would have happened, though. I mean, the Giants were pretty set on Barkley. I mean, they were set.
Well,
yeah,
that's the only thing
he wrote out on a piece of paper, Barkley or nothing, or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, he
Barkley overall or something.
Yeah, I mean, the guy...
He did not pull the... He did not pull the draft day, did he?
Yeah.
George Gonzalez, go Giants. Hello from Puerto Rico. Hello, Jorge.
Ooh. Oh. Oh.
This is a shout-out.
Hey, what up?
Man, what time is it in Puerto Rico?
Probably like 10:30 p.m.
A.M.?
All right, are you guys worried about this secondary?
Oh, sure. Yes, absolutely.
I'm not really.
Oh man,
this is why.
Because we got Eli Apple.
Actually, you know what? Eli Apple is part of it. I think Eli Apple's going to turn a corner this year. I just got a feeling. I think he get a wake-up call this year. Who didn't like? And you guys, be honest. Who didn't like him after his rookie season?
Me? I still didn't like him. I thought he was AIDS.
Todd, we know you don't know anything, so it's fine.
Fight me, dude. Eli Apple's inconsistent his whole rookie year. I don't understand why everybody was so high on him after his rookie year. I think he was so inconsistent.
That's not true.
It was his rookie year starting at corner.
Yeah, but I would have rather had Vernon Hargreaves, so I was salty because I wanted Vernon Hargreaves.
First of all, Vernon Hargreaves is smaller than Eli Apple, and his PFF grade is literally just about the same, if not worse. But to be honest with you, I thought Vernon Hargreaves was going to be the pick over Eli Apple.
Yeah,
but,
me too.
But Eli Apple is also a willing tackler, where Vernon Hargreaves is not.
True.
Eli Apple, and that's his rookie year, he just made plays and didn't do anything. All of a sudden, he got a little attitude in the second year, and had to wave his finger for everything he did. Even if we're down
so annoying,
20
man.
points.
He'd get beat like 4 plays and then make one play, and then he'd act like he was locked down the moment he stepped onto a field. Like, I was like, dude, calm down. Like, you just got beat 3 times in a row. It was so annoying to watch.
Name 5 cornerbacks better than Jenkins. I'll wait. EDP's dad.
I'll wait too. Shit.
Well, there's
none.
No, Jenkins has all the talent in the world. His whole thing, his whole career since college is he can be a head case. As long as he's in the right mode, he's a shutdown corner. Period. And he's one of probably 5. I would say he's easily in the top 5.
All right.
I'm not concerned about Jenkins because so Jenkins had a problem with Ben McAdoo, and once players lose respect for the coach and they start to question if the coach has the capability to lead them down the right path, it's over. So, but he's proven that when he's been all in with us, he has top-tier talent. I think Betcher's defensive scheme will rejuvenate him, and I think you're going to see a big uptick from Janoris Jenkins this year.
And the other thing you guys realize is we're actually going to have linebackers. We're not going to have undrafted rookies.
What's that like?
Starting. We're going to actually have good linebackers.
What's a linebacker?
What does that feel like?
So that's a big hole in the defense that's actually been filled at least a little bit. Ogletree is going to be such a huge upgrade. And if B.J. Goodson can stay healthy, those 2 in the middle should be solid. B.J. Goodson's fantastic when he's on the field, but he doesn't stay on the field.
I mean,
you're getting lit up, Todd, in the comment section about the time reference. He's calling from Texas. They don't know better. That's all.
All right, yeah, I don't know better, man. I'm stupid down here. We're dumb down here in the South, man.
They don't know. He doesn't know what's going on. All right, let's see. Let's dive into this.
We got any more calls?
Ramsey, Xavier Rhodes, Casey Hayward, Talib Harris, all better than Jackrabbit.
He's talking.
There we go.
He forgot Darius Slay.
Yeah, you can add him in
Hayward. Get out of here.
There you go, Ryan.
I love Darius Slay, man. Ooh, he's a beast. Yeah, I mean, I agree with what Cruzen just said exactly what I was just about to say. Ramsey's the best corner in football.
That's all debatable as far as who's the best corners.
Well, statistically, Ramsey and Marshawn Lattimore were the best corners last year, weren't they? In terms of passer rating, I think.
Well, who knows? I mean, I'm definitely a big Jalen Ramsey fan. I like the way he plays. That whole Jacksonville defense is disgusting.
A corner's capable depending on scheme. I mean, remember a few years ago when Nnamdi Asomugha was the best cornerback in the league, and then he fell off a year and a half later?
Yeah, as soon as he got his contract, he just fell off.
If you're in a defensive scheme that you don't have to cover and you make 1 or 2 plays and nobody wants to throw at you, of course you're going to be the best. But if you force any cornerback in the league to cover for more than 3.5 seconds, they're going to look like a rented mule.
Yep.
Into a pole.
You need a pass rush to go with the secondary. I don't care how good your secondary is if you have no pass rush.
I mean, we've had a couple coverage sacks, but that's rare. So, I mean, yeah.
What's up with your mic?
What's going on?
I think it's you. Hold on. There's some, tickering.
Yeah, I heard it as well.
Oh, I know what that is. Yeah, it's coming. My mom's making dip. I'll mute my mic. Don't worry. I'll mute my mic when I'm not speaking.
Your mom's making dip?
What type of dip?
It's a dip. Fight me, man. I swear to God, you guys.
That's why he's firm.
That's what she says.
This is the
I
best.
tell you what, I didn't know this mic was that sensitive.
This is the best Todd hour in like 6 weeks.
That's not true.
Well, he's usually on mute. By this point.
Right.
Yeah, but if I wasn't, you guys would be having so much laughs, man.
Put my mic on!
So, guys, I've seen some free agents that have been rumored to come to the Giants. And obviously we're...
that are still out there now?
Yeah. Such as...
Whatever happened to Des Bryant?
Well, of course, he just skipped right over me. Des Bryant being one of them. Navarro Bowman being another one. One guy that I think the Giants should go out and get, especially if the Eric Flowers thing is still up in the air, is Austin Howard, right tackle from Oakland. I think he played Oakland this past year. He's still out there. There's a bunch of free agents that are looking for homes. Probably 1 year prove-it deals, obviously. And we should definitely be looking into it. Or do you think the Giants are fine as far as offensive linemen? Do you guys think we should make one more move on the offensive line?
I would like one, yeah.
I don't know. In Minnesota, they did a complete rehaul. Wasn't it all? Everyone was new?
Just about. But, I mean, it almost seems like they believe in Chad Wheeler. And I think Chad Wheeler's played well last year.
I do like Wheeler. When I think another guy that they believe in that's going to give him some flexibility is John Halapia. Not to say that he's going to
he's going to be in a rotation.
Right tackle, because I don't think that he's a tackle. But you can move him around a little bit. There's an injury, or somebody underperforms, juggle around a little bit, and he can step in at guard in the rotation, and I don't think you lose much.
I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm going to call it the next maybe month or two, John Jerry is getting cut, and we're bringing in another free agent.
John Jerry's going to get cut.
John Terry's going to get cut. The main reason
My God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm. What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure? Stay calm. Wait. Everybody calm down. No.
I know you guys are all in a panic over John Jerry, but he's the one we can make the most money as far as free and cap room. And honestly, we don't need him. Just like said with John Halapio. And then you got guys like John Greco that are already on the team as far as filling in for guards. I'm really curious because Brent Jones is like the only little dude on this offensive line. Everybody else is pretty much big monsters.
Hold on, let's look up how much
he plays.
Let's see, John.
You make John Mary. Well, actually, John Jerry I think restructured. I take that back. Did John Jerry restructure?
I'm going to pull it up in a minute.
I almost want to say he did now.
To be honest, I don't know why everybody keeps wanting to move Eric Flowers to right tackle. I don't get it. If people know our weak side of a passing attack is on the right side, all they have to do is move their pass rusher to the other side and let him work from there. In my opinion, Eric Flowers, if he's going to stay on the line, he needs to be moved to right guard because he can run block there. He has help in the passing game. Because I don't think the guy can take anybody one-on-one. I just don't. I don't know. Everybody keeps saying right tackle.
I think that's the problem. I don't think there's a spot at guard for him. They paid Omemame starter money, and this Will Hernandez, he doesn't like people. He despises people more than James.
Yeah.
James's ears are ringing today.
So
all he's trying to do is celebrate his birthday.
Man. You know who the 4 starters are. You know who 4 starters are off the line. Maybe 5 if Eric Flowers actually shows up and they're like, "We're not trading you. Let's see what you can do. Try to win the job."
So cutting John Jerry before June 1st would be $2.5 million off the cap. He gets a total of 3.
What about after?
After he's going to be, how are they putting it? 3.6 was his contract.
So would they get more money after or before June 1st?
Before.
Well, then I'm going to say John Jerry's probably cut. Especially if you're playing Brent Jones nothing. He's getting like $1 million, and all the other starters are pretty much set. Yeah, John, you're not going to leave a high-paid rotation guy. Makes no sense.
I think he's the only one that's probably going to be casualty.
Yeah, everybody else is like, first of all, undrafted. Chad Wheeler's undrafted free agent. Adam Biswani was a waste of a draft pick, but we'll see if he steps up for this next year.
They traded up to pick that bastard.
Yep.
I mean, they sacrificed another pick.
Shame.
Exactly.
Shame.
Now, that guy, if he stepped it up, who knows what he's doing in the off season? Maybe he's working the Davis Webb thing, and he's kissing ass as well. Maybe he gets a right tackle position. But the dude's pretty bad. And actually, we still have, they signed a tackle from Nebraska, the undrafted free agent, Nick Gates. And I will have a report out there for undrafted free agent people, Marco.
There we go.
No, I'm just waiting for everybody. I'm waiting for everybody to get signed to where we actually got a full official list. And we also are, and we have a guy, 4-year starter from SMU, Evan Brown, coming in as well. And Evan Brown was actually, I saw things where he should have been drafted in the 4th or 5th round. So, and gentlemen, he did it with Norwell. Let's hopefully he pulled the diamond.
He can find diamond in the rough.
Yeah. Exactly. And all we need is one. If we get our right tackle, like let's put this way, right tackle for 3 years, and undrafted free agent money, they can really help out.
I got a question for you guys. Who is our third receiver? Is it going to be Latimer?
No, I don't think it's going to be Des Bryant.
Really? You don't even think?
If the third wide receiver is currently on the roster, that's Latimer.
You don't think Roger Lewis would beat him out, right?
No, Roger Lewis. I'm a better wide receiver than Roger Lewis.
Wow. Shots fired at Roger Lewis. You know what?
Roger
Lewis, call into the show. But honestly,
I'm a better wide receiver than Roger Lewis, and I sit in a wheelchair. That's right, Roger. You suck.
Wow. Wow.
Can
Someone
we
asked
make
Roger
that a
Lewis.
Yeah, we could.
Yes.
Hold on. All right. Let's run through. Dez is not coming. That's from Dan.
I'm going to tell you right now, if they can figure out the money, Dez will be on this team. It's going to be a one-year prove-it deal, but if they can figure out the money, Dez wants to be on the team bad.
That's the thing. I don't even think Dez cares what the money is.
Anthony Davis, we do not have Tavares King anymore.
Of course he doesn't. I mean, he was offered a he was also a multi-year contract by the Ravens. That's every old receiver's dream. And he said, fuck off. Of course he wants to come to the Giants. He doesn't care about the money. He's probably going, Giants, please, just give me a bag of potato chips and I'll play for you. He told the Ravens to fuck off with a multi-year contract. He wants to come here. You really think he wants to go to the Redskins with Alex Smith who can't throw further than 30 yards?
Of how Dez is constantly calling Dave Gettleman.
He probably got him on speed dial. He's like, Dave Gettleman, you got a good toolbox on that team there. Let me join.
I could just see him just non-stop calling Dave Gettleman and Shermer. Oh, Dez, we get it.
I have a question for the listeners. I want to know, is the guy that called in on draft night and said he was drinking Johnny Walker Blue, is he listening? I know he's from the 717. I just want to know if he drank enough Johnny Walker Blue so that he's on board with Saquon, or if he still needs to drink.
We're trying to clarify things over here.
I just found that tweet you were talking about on Twitter with Eric Flowers. I just saw it. Oh, my God.
Now, guys, what do you feel about the Navarro Bowman rumor?
I think it's all a rumor.
It's all right with me.
Oh, I'm absolutely cool if Navarro Bowman wants to come in. And the fact that he hasn't been signed, you know you can get him cheap. But also scares me why he hasn't been signed either.
Well, look,
is his knees that bad?
Here's the deal on that. His knee, to be honest with you, at the price that he's going to come in on, his knee doesn't bother me. I think that when you're a player of his caliber and you've made plays before, you've been in those moments before, you've been in the wars, it's kind of like Tristan Thompson for the Cavs last night. Hadn't done anything all season. Playoff start, he has a meaningful game at Toronto, and, he was the difference last night in the Cavs win. So, No,
you know what the difference was last night? The Cavs win is Toronto blows, and they can't make a 1-inch shot.
Well, that's also factually accurate. But, if he comes in and positively affects 3 or 4 games, specifically until Morrow can come back, I think that's a win.
All right, I got
tomorrow, but
Mm-hmm.
I think that from a depth perspective, that's all he would be, and he'll make some plays first down the stretch, and there you go.
I got a question for you guys. Who do you think is the better BJ? BJ Goodson or BJ Hill? Which one's the better BJ?
That's not fair. BJ Goodson played in the NFL. Oh, wait, that was okay.
I thought
that was a serious question. Of course you do, Justin. Of course you do.
Demi before the show.
Oh, no, he's bringing up Demi Lovato again.
All right. Boys, anyway, I got to call it a night because I have crazy things to do in the morning. We'll keep this an hour. How should we end? You want to? What are the parting words today? Who wants to go first? Not all at once.
Not all at once.
Tim, I defer to you. I know what I want to say, and I want to save it to the end.
Oh.
All right. Wow. Okay. Well, I just want to say with the draft's over, guys, and we have a couple months of chilling before anything really happens. Hopefully, let's knock on wood that we see no Odell in the Twitterverse or any other social media for the next few months. And my hot take will be Odell will have his extension signed before training camp.
Hot take right there. Intern, what are you thinking?
I want us to sign Des Bryant.
Because of his toolbox?
It's exactly because of his toolbox. It's exactly what it is. And I'm very firm on that
right
opinion.
now?
I'm firm on that opinion, yeah. Seriously though, man, I think he's an underrated run blocker. If you look at most of his drops last year, most of them were very tough passes that were just horribly thrown by Dak Prescott. I don't know, man. I think he's going to be what we thought Brandon Marshall was going to be. I truly do think he can be that. He can be what we thought Brandon Marshall was going to be. And I think because he can run block too. He's a good run blocker. Maybe not as good as Brandon Marshall was, but I mean, I think he's going to be one hell of a weapon because Des Bryant on any other team but the New York Giants is a number one receiver. And when you got two of those, you got a third receiver who disguised himself as a tight end named Evan Ingram. You got a fourth one in the backfield, and then you got Sterling Shepard if you want him out there as well. I know we were saying this last year, but I actually do think I do mean it this year. I think Des Bryant's just going to make us ridiculous. I mean, we're already ridiculous, but we're basically the Golden State Warriors if we get Des Bryant on offense.
Oh my God! Oh God!
Whoa,
Here we go.
I had to throw that reference in there.
Whoa!
Lock him up! Lock him up! Justin,
show's over anyway. I don't care.
The floor is yours.
So I would like to take this opportunity to.
Hold on. Ryan said it would have been great if we had one Chubb and two BJs on this team. But go on.
I wanted back-to-back Chubbs. I wanted two Chubbs, damn it.
All right, Justin. Floor is yours.
Well, so I'd like to say that the Saquon Barkley pick is the pick that allowed us to mold the rest of the draft. So for all you haters out there, if we don't take Saquon Barkley at 2, we're probably not getting Will Hernandez. We're probably not getting the third-round pick. His name escapes me. I know that
Lorenzo Carter.
Yeah.
I know that J-Zach, was slurping him earlier. Lorenzo Carter. There we go. So we probably don't have the draft that we have because if we take the quarterback at 2, we're chasing those other positions throughout the draft and playing catch-up. Instead, they took the quarterback where they need to take the quarterback given where the team is at the quarterback position at this day today. And the last thing that I want to say is, again, to you, Roger Lewis, you suck. I'm a better wide receiver than you are. I'm out.
God. Wow.
He ended it in that way, huh?
I just want, what did Roger Lewis do? Justin, what did Roger Lewis do to you?
Call in.
I'm salty about a boat.
Damn, our whole wide receiver core was on the boat.
I still I still have a picture on my phone of Roger Lewis on that boat, very clearly smoking something, and I'm just bitter. Bitter.
Sterling Shepard was on that boat as well. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for all you Giants fans, Victor Cruz is on that boat as well.
Oh my God.
Hey, Ryan says, where did Roger Lewis touch you, Justin?
Wait, what was that?
Ryan in the comments said, where did Roger Lewis touch you, Justin? Use the Elmo dog.
All right, this is going off the rails. All right, everyone that is still listening, there's a bunch of people on. Smash that like button. This way, when I wake up tomorrow, I don't have to see 5 likes. Share it. Please subscribe if you're a new listener. I think we're going to come on Sunday afternoon, maybe Sunday morning, right? We will see.
Yeah, I personally like Sunday mornings if we go on Sunday, but hey, it's not up to me.
Morning.
Did Ryan? You're getting a lot of bullying going on, Justin. Did Roger Lewis bully you when you were a kid? Roger Lewis thought you was hysterical. All right, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I will talk to everyone tomorrow. We'll probably put out some videos. Who knows? All right, everyone. Peace out. Thanks for joining us.
I'm going to put out a video hating Roger Lewis.
There you go. Later, boys.
Roger Lewis diss track. Later.
Later.